Hello everyone. Today we discuss about limitations, nothing but the drawbacks of valency bond theory. So drawbacks means here the points which are not covered in this theory. So already we know valency bond theory well explains about the bond formation. Okay, so bond formation. So which type of bond? It explains only about covalent bond formation. Okay, it it never touches the ionic bond. It only there to explain the formation of covalent bond. Okay, it introduced the new way, new different interpretation for the formation of covalent bond. So by giving a new concept, that is overlapping of orbitals. Means ఇంతకు ముందు లూయిస్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసిన కోవలెంట్ బాండ్ లో it is only by sharing of electrons, but according to valency bond theory, the not only sharing by electrons, it also takes place due to the overlapping of atomic orbitals. It takes place due to the overlapping of atomic orbitals. Then only the bond takes place. Then only covalent bond takes place. It also tells about the bond energy. So some are having more bond energy, some are having less energy. Why? Because the bond strength, the bond energy is directly proportional to extent of overlapping. Means valency bond theory covers. So briefly I will explain that valency bond explains about covalent bond theory. So the covalent bond formation with the help of a overlapping concept. With the help of overlapping concept, it tells about the direction of the bond. So direction of the covalent bond is nothing but equal to the direction of overlapping. Next, it also tells about the bond strength of a covalent bond. So bond strength is also directly proportional to the extent of overlapping. More overlapping, more strength of the bond. So it covers the formation, bond strength, bond directions, but mainly it does not cover the shape and geometry of some various molecules. Okay, for example, if you see beryllium chloride, so it was observed that beryllium chloride dipole moment is 0. Dipole moment of beryllium chloride is 0. So we can say beryllium chloride structure is linear. But according to valency bond theory, so why it is linear? And if you see boron trichloride, it's also having dipole moment 0. So dipole moment 0 ఎప్పుడు పాసిబుల్ అవుతుంది? ఇక్కడ టోటల్ 3 బాండ్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు when they are in triangular planar. So triangular planar ఉన్నప్పుడే BCl3 dipole moment becomes 0. So why it is present in triangular planar? Why methane is present in tetrahedral shape? Why ammonia is present in pyramidal shape? Okay, means it does not explains well about the shape of various molecules. So ఇప్పుడు BeCl2 లో ఈ బాండ్ ఎలా ఫామ్ అయింది, ఈ బాండ్ ఎలా ఫామ్ అయింది, సో ఈ బాండ్ డైరెక్షన్స్ గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఉంది. సో బట్ సో లీనియర్ షేప్ లోనే why it should be in linear shape, why BCl3 in triangular planar shapes. Okay, means it does not, this theory does not explains the shape and geometry of different molecules. Okay, so chala molecules ki it does not explain the shape and geometry of that molecules. Okay, this is the first one. So it does not explains the shape and geometry of many molecules. So the next one, it consists of many type of assumptions. Okay, it has many assumptions. Means there is many points are present for remember. Okay, next very important, it is explains only in terms of qualitative. Means it explains the bond formation, bond strength, bond direction in qualitative explanation అంటారు. So qualitative explanation means theoretical explanation. There is only theoretical explanation is there, but there is no mathematical expressions. So ఇక్కడ important after the క్వాంటమ్ మెకానిక్స్, మనకి క్వాంటమ్ మెకానిక్స్ థియరీ ఉంటుంది ఒకటి, క్వాంటమ్ మెకానికల్ థియరీ. సో అకార్డింగ్ టు క్వాంటమ్ మెకానికల్ థియరీ ఏంటంటే, సో ఎనీ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్. According to quantum mechanical theory are nothing but modern concepts. According to modern concepts, it will become a trend that all concepts are explained in terms of mathematical expressions. That is known as quantitative explanation. That's called quantitative explanation. But మనకి valency bond theory, it is having only theoretical explanation. The theoretical explanation is nothing but is known as qualitative explanation. అంటే ఇక్కడ బాండ్ డైరెక్షన్ అయినా, బాండ్ ఫార్మేషన్, బాండ్ స్ట్రెంత్ అయినా, సో ఇవన్నీ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ దేంతో ఉన్నాయి, జస్ట్ దే ఆర్ థియరిటికల్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ క్వాలిటేటివ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్, నథింగ్ బట్ థియరిటికల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఓన్లీ, అండ్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో మ్యాథమెటికల్ explanation. There is no mathematical explanation. Okay, so next, so the next important point, it does not explains the thermodynamic. So thermodynamic means ikkada heat treatment. Okay, ఇప్పుడు covalent compounds లోనే we know that the covalent compounds లోనే ఇంకో పార్ట్ ఏంటి మనకి, సారీ, కోఆర్డినేట్ కాంపౌండ్స్. So coordinate compounds, so total coordinate covalent bonds are present. The coordinate covalent bonds, ఈ coordinate compounds ఏంటంటే they are very stable, they are highly stable. So why they are stable? So thermodynamic stable means మనం ఎంత హీట్ చేసినా కూడా, అంటే జస్ట్ కొంచెం హీట్ చేసినా కూడా అంత ఈజీగా డికంపోజ్ అవ్వవు. థర్మోడైనమికలీ దే ఆర్ స్టేబుల్ మీన్స్ on heating also they are maintaining the stability, that is called thermodynamical stability. Okay, next in the reactive also they are stable. Reactivity అంటే ఏమంటాం, కైనెటికల్ స్టెబిలిటీ అంటాం. ఓకే, అంటే రియాక్షన్స్ కూడా అంత ఈజీగా పార్టిసిపేట్ అవ్వదు. దిస్ కోఆర్డినేట్ కాంపౌండ్స్ మీన్స్ దే ఆర్ ఆల్సో కైనెటికల్లీ స్టేబుల్ అంటారు. They are kinetically stable. So coordinate covalent compounds are thermodynamically stable, kinetically stable. They are also showing colored properties. Many of the coordinate covalent compounds are colored compounds. So why they are showing colors? Pratidaniki at least they must give a reason, but there is no points covers. There is no points are there which covers these explanations. That why the coordinate compounds are thermodynamically stable, kinetically stable. So thermodynamically stable means physically they are stable. So kinetically stable means chemical reactivity is less, means chemically they are stable. They are showing colored properties. So for these points there is no explanation is there. So next for example, again about the coordinate compounds. Coordinate compounds, I will give an example. That is a K4 FeCN6. Okay, we have a separate lesson for coordinate compounds, but here I am giving a simple example. So K4 FeCN6, the potassium is separate, FeCN6. Okay, the middle Fe plus 2, Cn minus. So afterwards I will give the notes. Okay, just listen now. Fe plus 2. Okay, this is Cn minus, and there is a coordinate covalent bond is present. Okay, this is K4. It is a normal. Okay, it is also part of that compound, so it's K4. Okay, so this is called a coordinate complex. Okay, so ఈ కాంప్లెక్స్ లో కోఆర్డినేట్ బాండ్స్ ఉంటాయి. మొత్తం నార్మల్ కోవలెంట్స్ కాకుండా కోఆర్డినేట్ బాండ్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో దిస్ కాంప్లెక్స్ ఈజ్ వెరీ స్టేబుల్. థర్మోడైనమికల్ అంటే ఫిజికల్లీ దే ఆర్ స్టేబుల్, కెమికల్లీ దే ఆర్ స్టేబుల్, generally they are showing colors. These explanations are not covered in valency bond theory. So it is also observed that here Fe plus 2, okay, Fe plus 2 is the center metal atom. So దాంతో లింక్ అయిన Cn minus 6 Cn minus లింక్ అయిన, okay, the 6 Cn minus ions are linked to the center Fe plus 2. Okay, this is called the central metal atom. This is known as central metal in the form of ion. That's what about this Cn. So is Cn, C6 Cn 7 they known as ligands. They're known as ligands. Okay, so actually this type of there is a many type of ligands are present. Okay, so pratisari Cn undalade, there is a ligands place lo carbon monoxide, so many number of ligands untai, but some ligands are weak ligands, some are treated as strong ligands. So our ligands emutante, so now you got what is mean by ligands. Ligands ante in a complex compound which donate the electron pair to the central metal ion forming coordinate covalent bond with it. అంటే ఒక కాంప్లెక్స్ లో మెటల్ అయాన్ కి కోఆర్డినేట్ కోవలెంట్ బాండ్ చేసేది ఇట్స్ కాల్డ్ లిగాండ్. సో లిగాండ్స్ ఏంటంటే దే ఆర్ వీక్ లిగాండ్స్, దే ఆర్ ఆల్సో స్ట్రాంగ్ లిగాండ్స్. సో వై దెర్ ఇస్ ద ప్రెసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ టూ టైప్ ఆఫ్ లిగాండ్స్? వీక్ లిగాండ్స్ 1 ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పేర్ డొనేట్ చేస్తాయి, స్ట్రాంగ్ లిగాండ్స్ 1 ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పేర్ డొనేట్ చేస్తాయి. Okay, but some are treated as weak ligands, some are treated as a strong ligands. So why there is a difference in the strength of ligands is not explained in valency bond theory. Okay, next okay, so these are the main limitations, nothing but drawbacks of valency bond theory. Okay, now I will give the points for it. Okay, so here see the first point is it has have to start the writing. Okay, so it has many number of assumptions to remember. Next, very important one, it is only in terms of qualitative, it is only in terms of qualitative explanation. So qualitative explanation means just there is only theoretical explanation and there is no mathematical treatment, that is there is no quantitative explanation is given. Okay, so let's see the third one, that is it does not explains the thermodynamic and kinetic stability of coordinate compounds. Let's see the fourth one, it does not explains the color property of coordinate compounds. Next, it does not explains about strong ligands and weak ligands. Just now we explained about the ligands. Okay. So at last we give the diagram for it. So this is an example for a coordinate covalent bond which consists of a coordinate bonds. Okay, so here 6 cyanides ions donating their electron pair to the central metal ion, that is Fe plus 2. So the chemical species which donates the electron pair to the central metal ion is called ligands. Okay, some ligands are generally strong, some are weak. Okay, but why they are weak, why they are strong, there is no explanation in valency bond theory about it. So there is one more drawback is there. Okay, next is the last limitation. So that is, it fails to explain the geometry and shape of various molecules, like why beryllium chloride is linear, BCl3 is planar, CH4 is tetrahedral, H2 is V-shaped. So we can write many examples. Just I given some examples. So why these are having this particular shape? So they can be present, they can be exist in different shapes, but they are having these specific shapes. There is no explanation that why they are obtaining this type of shape only. Here geometry shape is somewhat different. The shape means tells only about the bonds. Geometry also involves the lone pairs. Okay. So write the notes perfectly and read it.